welcome. Thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. With Game 6 in front of us, it's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Kevin Gausman.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat. Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And the righty deals. And that's outside.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
2 outs, base is empty. Two down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here with my pal Siggy and our pitcher tonight, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do we need to know here?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, calm, fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the first, and the batter is George Springer. And the pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to Freeman. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. dives. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Mookie now. Ball to strike. Breaks his bat, pops it up. Guerrero pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now Teoscar Hernandez. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical. Oh, wow, what a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. Love to see that, because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well. Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. That one ripped. And a base hit right there. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. And another ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in Game 6 of the World Series. And a big swing and a miss.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And down on strikes. And that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Rogers Center, Bo Bichette up to the dish.
The second baseman.
On the ground to third. Loves it on the dive. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings and misses. 2 down.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Pitches in the dirt, and that's ball 2. Fought off foul. That one just misses, but the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back now in Toronto. Top half of the 3rd inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Lukes under it. Makes the grab, 1 down. Miguel Rojas at the plate. One down, base is empty.
2-2.
And another ball. That's to 3rd. Clement. Jump throw. Awesome play there. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 2 outs. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the rookie right fielder, Addison Barger. And strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
3-2 now. And he deals. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement. Barger gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
The line of the pitch. Back up the, that got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on the knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now it's even up.
It's a good take.
Grounder might be 2. There's one. Drops it, but they're saying it was on the transfer. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Yamamoto picks to first. Jimenez dives back in safely.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The 1-1. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1 run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Runner at second. 2 down. Here in Game 6. And it's even up. Man at second. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Will Smith. The pitch. Up and in. 2-1.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 2-2. Got it. And there's one down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
One down, base is empty. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Mookie to hit. Fastball for a strike. Turns and fires to Betts. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Here comes a pitch. Towards first, and it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Once he digs in. 2 on, 2 outs. Hard hit, base hit. Flying around third is Betts. He will score, and the Dodgers have the lead. 1-0.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
So 2 down. Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Slap the other way, foul. 2 outs. And another ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the right-hander deals on the ground to third. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. It's the 6th game of this World Series. Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. The line to kick the pitch. The other way, and it goes just foul. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, drifts towards it, hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
The Jays down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him. 2 gone now.
Now batting.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And there's a ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Guerrero off of first with 2 away. And he walked him.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 down. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Bounce to the left side, and that one handled. Takes it to the base for the force out. That ends the frame. Blue Jays leave a pair, and it remains 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and here comes Tommy Edman. Righty delivers. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next to the second baseman, Miguel.
And now Miguel Rojas. 1 out, bases empty. Kicks and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And another ball.
Full count.
Up the middle. Throws to first.
That's an out.
2 up, 2 down.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. This is off the plate, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
This one in the air. Moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Jays nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. And a pitch. And a count 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. In the air, left field. Hernandez has it sized up. Makes the grab, and there's one down. And the batter now, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
There's a swing and a miss. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Misses inside. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Just misses without one.
This offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way to get something going. Anything will help. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They still trail 1-0. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little preparing to come on if needed. Flaherty warming up as well. Left field, way back there. Lukes going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Kicks and deals. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He's a pull hitter, and that's about as much as you can pull one and keep it fair. So no surprise right there. Nothing the shifted defense can do about it, though.
That one the other way, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
One down. Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Freeman at third. Betts over at second with one down. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another ball.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just poor.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. 2 outs, bases full. Here's Kike Hernandez. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Guerrero. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, George Springer. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but he can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
And now Nathan Lukes. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Inside ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, up and throwing. Klein getting loose as well. At the belt and fires. Runner on the go. Throw there. Safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
On the ground. Rojas with the throw to first. And Guerrero is set down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And the righty deals. That one's in there. And that's strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brendan Little.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And another ball.
2-1.
Good eye in that spot. And now the lefty.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So up next, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
Snap throw to first. And he's back standing. Here's a 2-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Edman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Here's a 1-1. Runner takes off. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-run game. 1 out, 1 on. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Now batting, the catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Runner at second, 2 down. Late here in Game 6. Next pitch downstairs. And now 3 balls and a strike. Freddie Freeman in the on deck circle. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball there. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
2 on, 2 outs.
2-1.
Started to swing, held up.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a 2-1 on the way. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Mookie Betts now. And a curve is down and in. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Left-hand hitter waits. Right through there for a strike. And another ball.
2-2.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Rips that one to right. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now it's going to be Addison Barger. The pitch. There's the strike.
1-2.
The Blue Jays down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. This to center field. Edman makes the catch, and that is that. New pitcher now, Mason Flaherty. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
The right fielder, Teoscar
The pitch.
Hernandez.
That one down the line, and it finds its way through for a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Max Muncy at the dish. That one fouled off. 2-2. Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The center fielder.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Hernandez, the lead runner out at second. Hernandez over at first with one away. Struck him out looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
This one smacked out to left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 run is in around third. The relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're up by 4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man, and as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Around third, the throw in, the tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, and the lead is now 5-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Will Klein.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And the batter now, Ernie Clement.
That's the ball.
Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
In the air to left center. Edman makes the grab on the run.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the shortstop,
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. One down, base is empty.
No.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda appears to be getting loose. Number 60, the right-hander, also getting loose. And here it comes.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That's a little bit low. And that's ball 4.
The designated hitter, number 4.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer will hit next. Right-handed reliever.
2-1.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And a pitch. Oh, great stop. Fires to second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Jays nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the pitch. In the air out towards right center. Varsho after it. He makes the grab, and there's one away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Right-hander kick steals. Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missed. Two and 2. He goes down looking.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
And now, Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. And there's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Jays nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Number 60. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lukes.
The left fielder. Nathan Lukes.
That one at triple digits.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And another ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
That's to third. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now it's the second baseman, Bo Bichette.
Second baseman.
The pitch.
2-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound. These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
In there at the knees. That is strike 2. Line drive, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 on, 1 out. And down on strikes he goes, and 2 away now.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and
so the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
Number 43, Anthony Banda.
Just missed. Lukes on third. Guerrero at second with 2 gone. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that's it. The celebration is on in the City of Angels. The Dodgers have won the World Series.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Sciambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Rogers Center, 49,282. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.